Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and today is very special lecture. Today I am going to talk about the qualities of teacher and how we can be a good guru or teacher like Lord Krishna and how means from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, how can we learn the qualities of teacher and how can we teach someone in a manner of whatever Lord Krishna did in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Srila Mahaprabhupada from ISKCON temple. And I would have to say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense pure book of science and humanity. And I am trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's start the qualities of the teacher. First, we just have to understand the important qualities of good teacher. The empathy. The particular teacher should have a empathy. One of the most important good quality of the teacher is empathy. And image you are in the classroom and there is a student who continuously perform poorly in his her exam and you advise them to study and add and they keep on getting low marks. So now it's a nature for you to get angry because despite of your effort the kids is not performing well. However, you don't know what's going inside them and what kind of a condition they are going through and what if the kids is facing a issue with their family or if they have learning disability. So we just have to understand this is what empathy and situation. You put yourself in situation and think as you student. Means Lord Krishna, whenever Arjuna started to speak, Lord Krishna listened very carefully. Lord Krishna observed his entire condition. Lord Krishna listened very carefully about all the grievances of Arjuna. And Lord Krishna saw empathy. Lord Krishna put himself in a place of Arjuna and tried to think all such a things. And Lord Krishna answered to Arjuna. When Arjuna stated, Madhav, I am not able to fight this war. I am not going to fight this war. And pull down his all the weapons. Then Lord Krishna stated in verse number first, chapter number 2, अश्रुपूर्ण कुलेक्षणम and Visadanti with the Vakya Muvacham Madhusudana. And seeing Arjuna with a full of compassion, his mind depressed and his eye full of the tears, Madhusudan, and Krishna spoke the following words. Krutva kasya misa विषमे समुपस्थितम अनार्य चुस्तम अवश्य क्रम अकर्ति कर्म अर्जुना. The supreme passage guarded here stated, my dear Arjuna, how does all the impurity come upon to you? These all are not befitting a man who knows the value of life. These all are not becoming to you, and they lead not to higher planet but to infamy. They will not lead you to a higher planet, but you will surely get infamy. क्लेभ्यमास्मगं पार्थ नेतत्वयुपपद्यते शूद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्य त्यक्त उत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. Here Krishna stated, Vasudev, Madhusudan, Mukunda stated, Klebhyamasmagam partha netatva sudram radaya daubalya takta uttishta parantapa. Here Krishna stated, Vasudev, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari stated, O son, O Prutha Putra, son of Prutha, don't yield this kind of degrading importance. You don't have to yield this kind of degrading importance. It doesn't become to you. It doesn't become to you. Give up such a petty weakness of heart and arise. You just have to give up the petty weakness of your heart and just arise. O chaser of the enemy, you have already won over many battlefield. Now it's your turn. You don't have to renunciate. You don't have to give up. क्लेभ्यमास्मगं पार्थ नेतात्वयुपपद्यते शूद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्य तक्तो उत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. Here Arjuna stated what I have to do. कथ भीष्म सांख्य द्रोण च मधुसूदना इसुभी प्रत्युस्ति पूर्वाज वरिसूदना. हियर अर्जुना उवाच. अर्जुना यहाँ पे कहते अर्जुना उवाच है यहाँ पे. O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counter back with arrows in the battle of men like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship? Who are actually worthy of my worship? I would always pray, I would always bow my head before them. And how would I counter attack on the arrows of Bhishma, Mahamahim Bhishma, and also Guru Drona? गुरु न हत्वा नि महानुभाव श्रेयो भोक्तुओ भोक्षमी लोको हत्वा कामस्तु गुरु नेव पूजिंग भोगार्दु परिदिगम. Here stated it would be better to live in this world by begging. मैं भीख मांग के इस जगत में जी लूंगा अगर मैंने अपने गुरु की हत्या का पाप किया तो. Even though desiring a worldly gain, they are superior. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with a blood. Will be tainted with a blood. Vasudev, Madhusudan, Mukunda. Why would I have to kill my enemy? कार्पण्य दोषो स्वभाव च पार्थ पुष्यामि त्वं धर्म संबुध चेत यचेर संशय निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यं तेहं सदी मां तं परम नाम प्रपन्नम. Here Arjuna stated, Madhav, Madhusudan, Mukunda, I have approached to you, Vasudev. I am approaching to you. I have already approached to you, Vasudev. I am confused, Madhav, Madhusudan, about my duty and have lost all the composure because of my misery weakness. I am now your disciple, Vasudev, Madhusudan, Mukunda. Please show me the right path. कार्पण्य दोषो स्वभाव पुष्यामितम धर्म समदुह चेत. ये युद्ध मैदान में मैं खड़ा हूँ, धर्म युद्ध में मैं खड़ा हूँ और मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मुझे क्या करना है. नाउ आई एम योर डिसिपल माधव मधुसूदन, प्लीज शो मी द राइट पाथ. I am your disciple. I have totally surrendered unto you. My soul has totally surrendered unto you. Now show me the right instruction. Show me the right direction, Madhav Madhusudan. Here, whenever we have approached to some teacher, we just have to totally surrender. Without surrendering unto our teacher, we are not able to learn. So we just have to understand these things. Then creativity is a teacher qualities. Teacher should have a creative mind. Do you remember that you used to be a student? Did you enjoy your classes or you bored during the lessons? A teacher, you have ensured that your student don't get bored, and it's common for student lose interest and attention. Lord Krishna in entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita, when Lord Krishna started to preach, uh, when Lord Krishna started to preach, at that time Lord Krishna tried to make Arjuna understand and try to get attention of Arjuna, because Arjuna didn't have to get any kind of boreness during the preaching of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, during the communication. Communication, effective communication is required. The student and teacher effective communication is required. First we just have to be a good listener, then we can only understand the problem of the student, and without understanding the problem of the student we are not able to understand what ought to do and how to help our student. So we just have to understand these things. We just have to be a good communicator. Always invite a feedback and ask your student if they have understood, and create a platform for open communication. So good communication is required, and good listener as well as a good speaker, both are required. Good oration is also required. I have to be a good orator in order to understand the problem of the student. Interpersonal skill and communication skills are closely related with each other. How well you communicate with your student and their parents will determine the nature of your connection in between them. Interpersonal communication is important to establish a strong interpersonal relationship. Interpersonal, this is all about the social psychology. And mention about a teacher must aim to holistic development of the student. Holistic development of the student. Positivism also required. The student would often feel the depressed and down. If a teacher has a quality of always being a positive, it can help the student in a lots of way. Positive attitude and positive relations between the student and teachers is the most important things needed to ensure the effective learning. Fair mind. Fair mind is also required. Humorous. Though most people don't think of humor as a quality, it's one of the most significant quality of the ideal teacher. The classroom get bored, and who doesn't like a good laugh and some joke. Teacher who are humorous and funny have ability to connect with a student easily and can create a joyful environment. Consistency helps the teacher and student alike. It helps the teacher to feel more organized, and being organized, well planned, and removes the tension and stress. Consistency. Lord Krishna consistently spoken, and in the first and second chapter beginning, Arjuna spoken, and from the second chapter to the 18th chapter, Lord Krishna consistently spoken entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and make Arjuna understand about what ought to do and what ought not to do. Reliability is most important. Lord Krishna here stated, if you surrender unto me, then you are surrender unto be the supreme person with Godhead. इसलिए लॉर्ड कृष्ण यहाँ पे कहते हैं सर्वधर्मान परित्यजन्ते मामे एकम शरणम वज्रः अहम तम सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुलः. Abandon all religious practices and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you salvation and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities. So you don't have to fear. You don't have to get any kind of fear. You just have to totally surrender unto me. Here Lord Krishna stated. Motivation is required. Motivation too much important. Active listening. Whenever we are student, we have to be a good listener. And without being a good listener, we are not able to understand. We are not able to resolve our problem. Nurturing also important. Honesty and integrity both are important. And punctuality. If Lord Krishna started to speak, Lord Krishna actually hardly 20 to 30 minutes, hardly completed entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this is all about the punctuality. We don't have to consume more time as whatever we have required. Willingness to learn. If the student is willing to learn, then only teacher can teach. So this is the important. And Lord, here Arjuna said, कार्पण्य दोषों, मेरे अंदर दोष कहाँ से आ गया? मैं युद्ध मैदान में खड़ा हूँ. नाउ आई बिकम योर डिसिपल. आई हैव टोटली सरेंडर अनटू यू. माई सोल हैज टोटली सरेंडर अनटू यू. आई माई सेल्फ totally surrender unto you. Vasudev, Lord Krishna, please guide me properly. Show me the right direction. This is all about willingness to learn, willingness to surrender unto someone. And without having a surrender unto someone, we are not able to learn anything from our teacher. Ethics and dignity. Dignity is also most important. So Lord Krishna here make Arjuna understand everything about the first Sankhya Yoga to Karma Yoga to Bhakti Yoga to Jnana Yoga. Then after completion of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna stated, Nashtamoho Smriti Labdha Tat Prasadam Krishna Sitasam Gata Sandeha Karishya Vachanam Tava. मीन्स जो मेरा संदेह था वो चला गया, मेरी जो बुद्धि थी चली गई थी, वापस आ गई. नष्ट मोह, मेरा मोह नष्ट हो गया था, वापस आ गया, फिर से मैंने प्राप्त कर लिया. करिष्य वचनम तवा. आप जो भी बोलोगे वासुदेव कृष्णा वो मैं करूँगा. नाउ आई एम योर डिसिपल एंड वॉट एवर इंस्ट्रक्ट टू मी आई विल श्योरली फॉलो इट. So this is all about the teacher qualities and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We can be a good teacher from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.